A man who donated sperm anonymously in the 1980s was surprised when he was tracked down by a daughter he never knew he had. Peter Peacock received the letter almost 40 years after his sperm donation, following changes in donor conception laws in Victoria.
For Peter Peacock, fate arrived in the form of a registered letter from Prince Henry's Hospital in Melbourne, where he donated his sperm nearly 4 decades ago. At the time, he was promised his donation would be anonymous, and for decades it was, until a new law passed in Victoria gave offspring of sperm and egg donors the legal right to know who they are, despite promises of anonymity.
It was an anonymous donation, and that's why I think that all of it, I was such a shock when I went to my letterbox and found that letter from Vata that I thought, oh, my goodness me. And then I had heard that the law had changed.
After receiving the letter, Mr Peacock began corresponding with his daughter Gypsy Diamond over email.
She sent me a photograph and I looked at it and I thought, no. It wasn't like, no, it's not. It's, no, it is. I looked at some of my children's photographs and I looked at my sister and I thought, you know, basically from here up was my genes.
Gypsy had been searching for her biological father since she was 21 years old. They met for the first time in March.
And I spotted him straight away, and then I just sort of tiptoed all the way around trying to get enough guts to go in there. And yeah, we were both, I was really nervous and then I just sort of headed for him.
The new donor conception laws passed in Victoria last year meant children born from sperm or eggs donated in Victoria prior to 1998 had the right to identify data about their donor. But although donors' consent is no longer required, they can refuse access, and the child conceived through the donation must respect this or face penalties.
We did not think that was a good idea, and still we oppose that and still don't think it was the right decision.
And while the new law has brought some families together, for Ian Morrison, who donated sperm in Victoria prior to 1998, the new law has become a burden.
I don't particularly want to be meeting these kids. They've, I donated the semen so that their parents, their raising parents, could have a family. And I've done my bit. I just want to walk away.
Nicole, Sky News.